Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
We need to address, well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country.
A few moments later.
Disrespect. There were so many black people there, sorry to say, but like, it's not Wakanda.
What?
And this video has been brought to you by racism. Racism is accepted wherever true Americans are.
Perfect. Stop saying it. Stop saying it.
It's okay to
No, it's not. Yeah, for black people to say it.
No, it's not okay for black people.
Yes.
Why? Why is it okay for black people, not white?
Wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
Another one.
Stop saying it. Stop saying
It's
it.
okay to
No, it's not. Yeah, for black people
No,
to say it.
it's not okay
Yes.
for black people.
Yes.
Why? Why is it okay for black people, not white?
And you know, truth be told, I'm not a very big fan of the black people.
White people.
So this young man said on Twitter, my adoptive dad just called me a word 4 times and I finally caught him. We were able to literally hear, not once, but twice, because I had to make sure to run it back. Matter of fact.
Stop saying it. Stop saying
It's
it.
okay to
No, it's not. Yeah, for black people
No,
to say
it's
it.
not okay
Yes.
for black people.
Yes.
Why? Why is it okay for black people, not white?
I had to run it back again because sometimes you have people out there that are like, oh, well, we didn't really hear the word. You could just block out anything and make it seem like, whatever. If that was actually the case, then why would said stepfather decide to state, why is it fine for black people to say it, but it's not fine for white people to sit up there and say it? Huh? Again, what is the fascination? Just asking, just a general question. What is the fascination with wanting to say something that realistically, the history, how it was used, how it is that your own people specifically use the word in order to belittle and to negatively come at and to demean and to do all of these things, right? To the Black American population. To those people, to those families, to the daughters, to the sons, the grandparents, everybody, right? And now, once things are a little bit different, we live in a little bit of a different time, and words, seemingly have a different meaning, even though realistically they don't. You decide to pop up out of nowhere, and especially at a time like this, when you have a stepson who is Black American, and you decide that you want to say this to him for what? Why do you think that this is the it thing, the cool thing to do? And the funniest thing is, I hear stories about stuff like this all the time from a lot of biracial kids on TikTok, especially the adults. Once they start getting into their 20s and are like, you know what? I'm going to tell my side. I'm going to tell my story about how it is that the other half decides that they want to taunt, how it is that they want to talk, how it is that they want to treat, the types of words that they want to use, the microaggressions that they just so happen to do on an everyday basis. And this is what it is. But then you have people out here that want to make it seem as though things like this do not exist. Even though you have kids out here literally telling their side of the story, letting people know, hey, this is what it's like in my house as I'm growing up. And the hurtful part is he can't do anything about that. He is stuck in that predicament because his parent, his mother, decided that that's the person that she wanted to be with. Out of all people that she could have potentially been with, had her son around, or not had her son around, this is what she decided to do. And this is when I tell a lot of people that adults don't realistically care about kids. This woman, because I realistically should not call her a mother, is the utmost selfish of a person to put your child in harm's way, also that you can have a little bit of happiness and a little bit of security. Wow, you're willing to literally sacrifice your son, somebody that you created, in order for you to have what it is that you feel that you deserve or that you deem yourself worthy of. Wow. Wow. And then I want to just make this very clear. People wonder why it is that in circumstances like this, you have a lot of kids out here that don't like the people of their community. Because when it's time for the people of said community to actually defend them and to stand up for them, and I'm specifically talking about the families, I'm talking about the parents, they're nowhere to be found. Again, the mother is the captain of the ship. She selectively chose this guy who she is allowing to do this to her son. And I promise you, more than likely, the son has come directly to her a variety of times and told her exactly what it is. But the mom is like, I don't care. Oh, well, you're exaggerating. It doesn't matter what you say. What did you do to set it? It'll be that type of thing where the child is to blame for how it is that the man is acting. And like I said, I would not be too surprised if going through this situation, he has certain types of feelings that he'll decide to look at women of his community a certain type of way because the one woman who gave him life, who was supposed to protect him, who was supposed to be in his corner, who was supposed to be by his side, decided to sacrifice him so that she could get her little bit of happiness of what it is that she feel that she deserves because she's selfish at the end of the day. Wow. Wow. And for anybody who decides to leave a comment and they decide that they don't want to focus on what the problem really is, there's no saving you. Godspeed to you. And my condolences because a lot of y'all just ain't going to make it. Because too many of y'all are far too selfish. And y'all don't know what's good and what's bad. Everything is topsy-turvy, up and down, left is right, right is left, down is up is down. It's so much mass confusion. Like I said, when you happen to have kids growing up and stuff like this is when they start to harbor a lot of those ill and negative feelings about people in their own communities because of what it is that they have to suffer and literally go through. We're peering into what it is that this young man has to go through. And he's telling this dude like, yo, stop calling me that. Stop calling me that. Again, where is the mother to protect him, who's the one that put him in this predicament? Nowhere to be found. Nowhere.